Hi Virgo, welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me here. We're here with your August reading, Virgo, and thank you for your patience. Gosh, it's just been so crazy with this. The sun in Cancer and then the overlapping eclipse season with the new moon in Cancer and the Mercury retrograde, right? So we've just been kind of moving through a lot of transitions here. And so thank you again for bearing with me. And I want to like pull out this pillow specifically for you, Virgo. And I'm hearing Cancer here strongly, okay? Interesting. And if you think about the archetype of Cancer, it speaks of, right, the fourth house. It speaks of the moon, the sort of mother archetype. We've all got Cancer somewhere in our chart, and we were all, I'm hearing we're also Capricorn. Okay, interesting. So actually Cancer and Capricorn are opposing archetypes in the zodiac. Not to say that they don't play nicely with one another, but they're opposing. Wow. Okay. I literally just saw like a line of light, a line I'm hearing fantasy as well. Okay, Virgo. Okay, let's put it like this: that for a number of you, there's a magnetic attraction that you feel to even, I'm hearing, a project, even a place, a person, someone who's just kind of come into your sphere, into your orbit, and you're like, I want to know. I'm hearing, I want to know. I'm hearing, I want to know what love is. Whoa, somebody turns you on, Virgo, okay? And I'm hearing it's like, it's magnetic, okay? And I'm seeing you kind of describing this maybe to your friend or even I'm hearing your follower. I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm hearing your loved one, and you're kind of like, oh my goodness, when I am around them and I'm seeing you kind of describing even like the first time that you met this person, or that you kind of even, I'm hearing, interviewed for this position or whatever it was, and you're recounting the sensation that was felt in that moment, that things were absolutely aligned. And to say it in the way that, let's say, and I'm hearing again, you're like, you know, everything felt like a nail that was just waiting to be hammered. Like, it's like that kind of feeling. Something was just prepared. It was just perfectly presented, I'm hearing as well, in a certain way. And be it, you know, I'm always seeing someone even who was working on a project, and we'll get to what was coming through when I was meditating on your energy, Virgo. A lot really coming through there. Very exciting. But but to say it in this way that, well, I'm seeing for a number of you might have even, let's say, been interested in working on a project, okay, and to get that off the ground, there would have, you know, been needed to move through certain steps. And the feeling I'm getting, Virgo, is that it was as if, okay, the stars kind of align themselves so perfectly to ensure that the vision of whatever this I'm hearing also this venture is and would become would satisfy. And I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but I'm hearing the higher gods. I don't know what the feeling of, like, I feel like someone's pulling me through. I'm hearing the mountain. Interesting. Like, almost like maybe you even had like a promotion or an in some way, like you felt that there was some kind of guiding force that really also got you through perhaps a certain experience. And so the feeling is, Virgo, I'm hearing it's time. And so what I was getting, though, as I was meditating on your energy, is that I'm seeing you really getting very excited about whatever this space is. It's really generating perhaps a lot of interest. I'm hearing also income. Okay, very nice. Like, where can we complain when I'm hearing where can we complain when the weather doesn't follow us? Like, I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm seeing, it's interesting. I'm seeing someone who actually is evading like a storm. I'm hearing the downpour, and they're standing, I'm hearing, in a certain part of the mountain. I'm actually seeing someone who's traveling through a mountain, and they're naturally evading the climbing of it, and they're evading also the perils of the journey that may come by way of that. I'm hearing specifically related to weather patterns, okay? And so this could be by way of industry, okay? Like, let's say you have a certain, I don't know, like maybe usually the industry would not be great timing for an entry like this, but I'm hearing you're now getting ready for that. I'm hearing big time here. I'm hearing offshore. I don't know what that's alluding to, okay? But again, it's like the feeling of Usually this wouldn't really be a great time to launch also something like this, but because I've got, let's say, I'm hearing a sorcerer on my side. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm hearing we're taking the shortcut, and it's kind of interesting because I'm almost seeing it as, and I'm hearing Brexit. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm seeing someone kind of like even in a caravan. It's kind of interesting, and they're literally moving through the mountain. Okay, and it's almost as if it's like, usually no trespassers. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Like usually it would not be that one could kind of move through the mountain by way of moving through it. But it's like maybe I'm hearing you made friends. I'm hearing you made friend time with the security guard, and they kind of passed you through. So I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but. I'm hearing camp, I'm hearing coastal guard, I'm hearing Navy, okay, I'm hearing again offshoring, I don't know what's alluding to, but okay, Virgo, I'm hearing Aries. Now, I am hearing also refugee outright. Now, the feeling is that, it's interesting, okay, I'm getting, that I'm hearing it's perfect. Okay, whatever this next step is, whatever this new persona is that you see yourself taking on, I'm hearing it makes you realize that there is so much more also to life than what we see. Okay, and literally something just kind of like flew in my eye. There's something where it's like it makes you have gratitude, really, Virgo. And I'm hearing Aquarius real strongly here. It's like, the difficulties, I'm hearing the stories that also I've heard. I realize we're not mountains to just surmount, but people and places and faces that I would need to familiarize myself with. And so where there was a little bit of even a sense of adversity or like challenge or like competition, even where it's like, oh, I felt like I needed to like defeat you, that quickly became known as actually camaraderie. I don't know what that is alluding to, but where you felt like I actually want to be your friend. I don't want to have to like, make you I'm hearing a Valentine's Day card and not I'm hearing actually know your name. Like there's something that perhaps you come into contact with in a more sensitive, I'm hearing even sentimental way, where you feel more connected actually to the process of creating whatever it is that you are. For a number of you, this is actual, this is the extension of your feelings. Perhaps for a number of you, you may be actually writing a letter to someone. You might be actually planning to do that, let's say even a few months down the line. But at the end of the day, I'm hearing you understand that the pillow does hold form and shape, but what creates what it becomes is the weaving of the fabric, and not always is that going to be. I'm hearing honest. Okay, very interesting. Where if you imagine a pillow, right? It's like, yeah, okay, it could be a square, but it's not gonna be like a square. Okay, you're gonna have this I'm hearing this subtlety of how the whole experience kind of weaves together. It's not right, and this came through. I believe it was the analogy of the pillow and holding a sort of form that is more concrete, and also one that is more kind of even comforting, right? It's not just to serve the purpose of holding your head on the bed. It's actually kind of comforting, right? So in a way, but always take it as you will, Virgo. I'm hearing Capricorn strongly, but to say, and this energy came through for Capricorn as well, like, again, like, be it even like a space of competition where you were like, oh, I need to free all the, I'm hearing all the people. I don't know what that's about, but Virgo, it's like at the end of the day, you realize, it's also about the person that I become in that process. And what I'm getting is that there is a certain intimacy, okay? There's a feeling of intimacy, perhaps, that you come into contact with, in a really unexpected way, where you're like, I never expected, let's say, to carry my own luggage. I don't know what that's alluding to, but okay, I'm hearing it's like I never expected to actually I'm hearing like hold on to these tassels. Interesting. And the first thing that I pulled here, right, was the pillow. It's like there's this sentimentality even, Virgo, where at the end of the day, it's like I'm seeing people who came together and they were like on a work job or like a mission of some kind, and they're like, yeah, we had to come in with straight faces and we all had to look like soldiers, and we all had stories but we never shared them, and it was kind of weird and awkward because we knew really that the scarf was not really holding up, okay? And you imagine a scarf, it's kind of like you know, when you're cold you wear a scarf, but it's like you're not going to really, let's say, it's kind of I'm hearing also false identity. I don't know what that's alluding to, but where you feel like it's just comforting, okay? But at the end of the day, really, where is the warmth? Okay, well, what is the humanity of also this connection? And be it, again, to your work, be it in a certain environment, to a certain community, whatever it is, but something really touches you, Virgo, on a level that makes you feel like, you know, I'm one of them, I'm hearing as well. And so this is the kind of sense that I get, is that I'm almost seeing people, again, who like they've gone away to camp together, and they all had their pigtails, like I'm hearing in a bunch. I don't know what that's alluding to, but they say like your panties in a bunch, don't get your panties in a bunch. Like they had their pigtails in a bunch, okay? Like maybe they came, you know, they started out I'm hearing also the training camp and the course with like, you know, kind of like an attitude or a philosophy of like me, like independence. And at the end of the day, I'm hearing they realize that they are all sore losers if they don't help bandage the wounds together. And I don't know what that's alluding to, but it could be something that, let's say, is a feeling space that kind of is more involved in the process of, let's say, success. I'm hearing winning in a certain way, to say it in that way, than was expected. Like, okay, even if we're here on like a financial, I'm hearing also trip training, it's like we realize that actually we got to play nicely with one another, and it's not just numbers, okay? It's not like, I'm going to pass you my calculator, you're going to do your own calculations, and then you're going to come to your own conclusions. No, it's like I need to also have a sense of, I'm hearing amnesty. I don't know what that is alluding to, but like the desire to hold the space with you supportively. Okay, so there's a focus on, let's say, support even, and how you feel that there is more than meets the eye. Now, and I'm seeing amethyst, okay? I'm seeing very light purple. I'm hearing also burgundy, and I'm actually seeing burgundy with purple, and that speaks of Neptunian energy. That can speak of Piscean energy, 12th house. It can speak of the subconscious, dreaming, dreams, energy work, healing, spirituality, absolutely ascension way as well. All right, Pisces ruling the 12th house, the house that is the transition point between the sort of the transient state, I'm hearing, of illusion, and that which becomes real. And what is real? I'm hearing physical, specifically what kind of manifests of our dreams, of our vision. Okay, so, and I'm hearing of identity. Now, what is interesting is that Pisces rules the sort of the dissolving of and the disillusionment of the ego, right? It's like Pisces rules where there are no boundaries, okay? It's like really energy, okay? How does energy flow? It flows. And that is how it kind of begins and ends. It doesn't have a conception point. It doesn't have a sort of a defining measure to it, right? That's what kind of makes that space of empathy real, right? Where you can feel someone else. You can feel what is felt because you're sensing the energy. Even if I am me and you are you, I feel you, baby, right? So it's like that's the beauty, let's say, and that is the quality of even water in general, but specifically Pisces here coming through. Now, that's not to say that other signs cannot be empathic. That's not to say that, right, that's only that Piscean energy, but that's the sort of awareness. And we all have Pisces. We all have a 12th house. We all have a Neptune summer in our chart, as well as Jupiter, the rulers of Pisces. Now, okay, when we then look at where Pisces transitions to, we see Aries. And that's literally going from water to fire. That's literally going from the absolute dissolving of boundaries and I am one with all, and it is that very sort of transcendental view of everything in the world, I'm hearing as well, to ta-da! here I am. Okay, me, I'm born, I'm here, I am present, I'm arrived, I'm performing, I'm living, I'm learning. I'm the one, though, who's going to be explaining what I learned, and I am going to start right here. And that's the kind of energy of Aries, which is very enterprising and very direct in a way, and very excited and motivated to make real and concrete in a very independent way what the vision is. And I'm hearing the visionary statement. So now the feeling is that what I'm getting for you, and I know this is a Virgo reading, right? But the Pisces and the Aries, this 12th to the first house kind of conjunction is coming as a focus. There is, and that could be related to your ascendant, right? Okay, but how you are kind of embodying a persona, okay, how you may be represented also in a certain way, representing your work. But the feeling, Virgo, is that you may be kind of in a process of awakening to what really does it mean to hold the space. And if you are in a position of leadership, right, or let's say that you have a vision and you're an entrepreneur in some kind of way, and aren't we all, right, the creators of our universe, of our world. Let's say that you are even directing a certain project, for example. Okay, I'm hearing Leo and Aries strongly. You might have a Leo partner. I'm hearing for a number of you, whatever the case may be. I'm hearing they love grape juice. I don't know what that's about, but okay. Let them have it when they're really like bent on it. I don't know what that's about. That might actually be like a sugar thing. I'm hearing glucose. Okay. I'm hearing it interferes with their like I don't know, okay, their cognitive function. They're like, I need my grape juice, like if I don't have my I don't know what that's about. Okay, Virgo, but let's backtrack. It could actually also be someone that you're working with. It could be a client. If you, Virgo, let's say you're working in health, there could be a focus even on blood sugar. Okay, but anyways, let's get back to it. Not to say that it is separate, but yeah, Virgo, the feeling is that you might be in this space of kind of thinking, well, you know, how is it that I really continue, okay, in channeling my vision in a practical way? How is it, and how do I feel comfortable with in that space of holding a position that at times can feel kind of challenging, where it's like, how do I take myself out of the equation but not out of it? Okay, like, how do I kind of also represent the space but not really represent it? Okay, it's like, how do I not really face the audience? Interesting. But I'm hearing, one second, I'm hearing the coastline, okay, to greet people, but at the same time, I'm hearing the referee. I'm hearing specifically, like, one second, I'm hearing someone who like welcomes people, okay, like to the coast. And anyways, so it's I'm hearing representative, yes. Okay, so what I'm hearing I'm hearing Allison 444 strongly. Now, the feeling is that there may be a question of also really a question of leadership. Really, it's kind of like, what's your title, what's your position, what's your topic of expertise as well. And for a number of you, maybe it is also affiliated even to certain businesses, certain types of communities. I'm hearing as well. It could be culturally focused, but at the same time, you're like, I don't want to have to fully identify, at least in that space of kind of determining my place in it. And at the same time, though, I would like to direct the space in a certain way, but as a dance, okay, of the elements. Very interesting, where you may want to, let's say, even acknowledge that we are all kind of in experience at the end of the day. Okay, very interesting. So Virgo, let's say that you are actually in some kind of even, I'm hearing room, I'm hearing for public office. I'm not sure what, again, that might be alluding to, but let's say that it's a space that is one that you hold kind of prominently, I'm hearing as well, for a number of you. And if that is the case, kind of wondering, you know, how do we, I'm hearing also market, okay, but I'm hearing also make sense of this, this dynamic of what feels right. I'm hearing also on one hand, on a human on a humane sort of scale. And then on the other hand, to kind of deliver also what actually can be created, okay, of this space. So in a way, I'm almost seeing it as like human relations, even publicity, and even Virgo, kind of like sense from a sensory sort of outlook. And this energy came through, I believe it was for Gemini. Okay, now I'm hearing Germany strongly. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm hearing also Saint Germain. I'm not sure what that might be alluding to, but no, and I'm hearing Clava, C-L-A-V-A. And I'm hearing, okay, like there's something about even like land, the actual earth. All right, Virgo, now let's get into it here. For a number of you, you might actually be thinking of getting into contact with someone, and I'm hearing the district. I'm hearing also the wharf. I'm not sure what that might be alluding to, but it might have to do with real estate for a number of you. And what's interesting is that what's coming through here is almost this focus on the aesthetics, okay, which I'm hearing for a number of you maybe was a challenge at a certain point in time, where you're like, how do I kind of understand my content, but I don't really understand how I'm going to deliver it to my audience. And to say it in the way of, I kind of know what the dress up is going to be, but I don't really fully understand how it's going to all connect. I'm hearing to the characters in the show. And so for a number of you, maybe it's about casting. I don't know what that might be kind of speaking of, but how certain also factors eventually orchestrate together might be a question in some shape or form. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light. You enjoy this period, and I'll see you soon. Bye.